Hello, everybody. Today we're going to talk about our economy, but we're not going to talk about it the way I usually do. Have you been listening to the news lately? One out of every 30 children are homeless. One out of every 30. Think about that. So, but our president says our economy's doing well. You know, it almost sounds like a book somebody once wrote. Tale of Two Cities. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Look around you. Is that the United States of America today? One out of every 30 children. How come? But yet our economy is doing great. The rich are getting richer. But the poverty level is rising. Well, we're raising minimum wage, but it's falling below the poverty level again. People don't have jobs. People have given up looking for jobs. Just think of how many people are homeless. If one out of every 30 children are homeless, how many American adults are homeless? Is this the country of opportunity, or is this the country of misery? The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. The rich class is growing, but the poor class is growing faster. People, it's not the politicians that's going to fix this country. When are you all going to learn this? It's us, you and me, together. We can. Can we turn this trend around out of one out of every 30 children and make it to where almost no children, except for runaways, are homeless? I mean, that one out of 30, that's got families in there that are trying to stay together, that are living in cars, living under bridges, living in abandoned buildings, living anywhere and anywhere they can. And what is being taken away from these children? Home. Look around you and think about what home is. Some people say home is where your heart is. Home is where you hide the head. No, home is that little piece of earth that gives you the security of someplace where to go to be safe. But one out of every children don't have that. But listen to our congressman and listen to the president. Our economy is doing great. Then why is there one out of every children that are homeless? And if it's doing so great, why are there so many people looking for jobs that can't find it? I don't care about what they're saying, taking people looking for jobs and saying, oh, the people who are looking for jobs, we got a 7%, 5% unemployment. No, the people without jobs, nationwide, that number would scare me. Not the people just looking for jobs, the people who have given up looking for jobs, the people who want jobs but feel there's no opportunity whatsoever to even get a job. That's the figures I want to know. They don't want to give you those figures because those are frightful. It's just like the national debt. How much is the national debt actually owed to the American people compared to those overseas? How much of the national debt is things like savings bonds and securities and things like that? Because those get added to the national debt too. Yeah, every time you buy a savings bond, you add to the national debt. So people, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't lied to you since 2008 on any of those videos, have I? If I have, let me know. But it's up to us to fix our nation. And you and I can do it. We can bring hope, prosperity, and homes to many people who don't have it. But why do we have this problem? Greed. Greed. People who want to get too much money for buildings they call. Homes are becoming out of the price range. I'm not talking about the buying of the home, but the actual to rent a home today. There's places where you can't even find an apartment for less than $3,000-$4,000, a one-bedroom apartment. How do you expect a family who's working minimum wage to pay for those apartments? Can't. Greed, something that was not unchecked in this country years ago, is totally unchecked. Opportunity still abounds, but only to the privileged few, not to everybody. Because if you can't even get a place to stay, you can't even get a decent job. Greed has taken over our country. The political machines, the massive corporations. We the people are almost the slaves of the very nation we have founded, our forefathers founded for us. We the people are becoming indentured servants to a nation that tried to free those who came over here in debt. We the people do not realize that it's the political machines that do not represent us at all. Which Republican is fighting for you? Which Democrat is fighting for you? No, they're fighting Republican ideals against Democrat ideals. And it doesn't work. Some people say, oh, we've been doing it for 200 years, and look where we are. We started off fighting for the people, picked up this ideal of political parties, turned away the states, removing their rights, giving it to the federal government taking it. Look where we are. Are we any better off than some dictatorships? People, think of this. 1 out of every 30 children are homeless. How many adults are added to that group? What can we do to fix our nation? Support the political parties like we have always done and has given us this mess? Or are we going to stand up, say enough is enough, and be counted, take Constitution in hand, and fight with the vote to make our nation free? We can do it together, but we must do it together. That is the most important part. So people, 1 out of every 30 are unemployed. Can we fix it? 2016, can we place a man in their White House? Or must we put another political crony, another political entity, another part of a political machine in the White House? If we do, our country's forsaken. You people don't realize what you're doing. Thank you. This is J.D.